When C.K. Little opened his doors in downtown Corinth nearly 80 years ago, his plan was simple: deliver excellent service and exceed expectations. That's why we say a little gift goes a long way.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather at 10.
Well, good evening and welcome to Mississippi Live Weather. And I hope all of y'all have had a fantastic weekend across North Mississippi, because it has definitely been a beautiful but toasty one. I'm meteorologist Caleb Edelblut here in the Room True Weather Center, and I have some good news for us. We're going to start feeling a little bit cooler as we head into the work week, and that brings us to our first headline. A cold front is moving in tonight. Now, unfortunately, not really bringing in rainfall. I say unfortunately just due to how dry we've been across North Mississippi, still facing those drought conditions. Now, this one's not bringing that rainfall, but it will allow us to feel a little bit more comfortable as we go throughout the afternoon hours, especially for our Monday, but even into our Tuesday as well. More comfortable afternoon hours are ahead as we start off the work week. Unfortunately, those above average conditions and those temperatures, they're going to start to climb, but those rain chances, they're still going to kind of hold back a little bit. We're still staying dry. They're sticking towards Wednesday. Models continue to be pretty confident and consistent with Tuesday being the day that we see some rainfall. It's just past Tuesday, going to be a struggle to kind of see some more meaningful rain showers make their way into North Mississippi. But for us tonight, we are staying dry. First 12 going to show exactly that. We're starting off with low 70s by 11 o'clock, continuing to cool off into the overnight hours, and we will start to see that cloud cover build in just a little bit. And take a notice, we're talking about mostly clear skies a lot overnight and throughout tomorrow. You're going to see this a lot on the next 24 as well, but some models are going to just show a lot of cloud cover on your screen, just because that model not really projecting and showing it as well as I would hope. Imagine kind of those thin, wispy, just super high up clouds in the atmosphere. Not going to be meaningful. Still going to be pretty sunny as we go about our day. So still something to look forward to. We're going to be starting off pretty much in the upper 50s overnight tonight with some cooler lows in the forecast. So let's take some live looks across North Mississippi. This is out in Edinburgh, 72 degrees. Feels like 77. I'd be curious to see if that reporting station's coming in right. Should not be feeling that warm, especially at this hour, but should be feeling a little bit closer towards the low 70s. We have that 7-mile-per-hour winds coming out of the south, allowing these beautiful conditions to continue even by that 10 o'clock hour here tonight. Let's take another look out here in Oxford. 75 degrees, feels like 77. This one a little bit more believable with those temperatures and feels like values a little bit closer up. Another big thanks to our sponsorship, Phoenix Building Solutions, for helping sponsor this Oxford camera. But it seems like people are still getting home, ready to wind down for the night and get ready for the start of the work week tomorrow morning, as we are already to another Monday. But here we go with Smithville, 76 degrees, feels like 79. That 10-mile-per-hour winds coming out of the south, kind of what's allowing us to feel a little bit warmer than those temperatures outside, but what's been responsible for these toasty afternoons and that warming trend. Speaking of that, let's take a look at our temperature change. I showed you this last night, showing that we were kind of already feeling warmer at this time 24 hours ago, if that kind of makes sense, within the past 24 hours, showing that temperature change. So last time I showed you this was last night, and we're already warmer than that. Plus 10 out there in Oxford, plus 9 in Senatobia and Bruce, plus 5 out there in Starkville, plus 9 in Amory, and plus 6 in Boonville. So basically the whole story is wherever you are in North Mississippi, we're a little bit warmer tonight than where we were yesterday. Now, thankfully, that's not going to be the case once we make it to tomorrow night, especially into the afternoon hours. We're going to feel a lot cooler, going from highs in the upper 80s to pretty much low to mid 70s across North Mississippi. A few of us even in the upper 60s. Take a look at our Mama Justice Doppler radar. We are still staying dry all across North Mississippi. That's going to continue to be the story. Not much to look at here. That's just some ground clutter coming up from the radar. Any late night outdoor plans you have for your Sunday night, still going to be good to go, but I know most of us are ready to wind down and head off to bed this evening. What we are tracking is this front that's inching closer and closer towards North Mississippi. Again, not bringing any of that rainfall. Most of that's still staying north of us out there in Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, into Pennsylvania. Several severe thunderstorm warnings being issued. But for us down here in the Twin States Southeast, we are staying dry. Thankfully, going to start to feel just a little bit cooler thanks to that cold front. Very weak, very dry, moving on through. Let's show that real quick on Futurecast. That southerly motion all across North Mississippi with those mostly clear skies. Take a look what happens when that cold front moves on through our area. Instead of that wind coming out of the south, it's starting to come in from the north. And with that, will bring in technically some cooler conditions and just more favorable and easier conditions to enjoy tomorrow afternoon. That's what's going to allow us to feel better, but still mostly clear conditions even by that 1 o'clock hour tomorrow afternoon. I know it's going to be Monday, but still going to be a beautiful day as we start off the work week. Here we go with the next 24, kind of showcasing those mostly clear skies, starting off in the low 60s by 6 o'clock, even falling down just a little bit, kind of reaching those upper 50s by the early morning hours. Mid 60s by 12, already slowly rising up towards the low 70s by 3, with those mostly clear skies still intact, but that cloud cover will start to build up just slightly into the evening hours tomorrow, showing that moisture slowly making its way back into our atmosphere and here into North Mississippi. And with that, hopefully, we're going to start to see those rain chances make their way back as well. Now, not really going to be a Monday issue, but definitely a Tuesday one as well. We're going to make sure to give you the very latest as you get ready for potentially busy work week coming up here at Mississippi Live Weather, coming up right after this break.
Game day brings its ups and downs, celebration and disappointment, anxiety and relief, friends and enemies. You can always argue over who should have won, but everyone can agree on great food. Appetizers, entrees, drinks, party platters, or even the taste of sweet victory. There's something for every season at Eat With Us restaurants.
Hate is loud, but love is the majority.
I'm your retirement fear, but don't be scared. You're still in pre-retirement.
Does that mean I have more time to plan?
Precisely. This is pretirement.org.
This isn't scary. I'm doing it.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Caleb Edelblut.
Well, thanks for sticking here with us for Mississippi Live Weather at 10. Let's take a look at these current conditions outside here in Tupelo. 76 degrees feels like 79, and this is, yes, still at the 10 o'clock hour on your Sunday evening, getting ready for your Monday morning tomorrow. Still feeling pretty warm outside and definitely well above average. That southerly motion, pretty much one of the major reasons for that. But thankfully, that cold front moving through tonight is going to make us feel a little bit cooler as we get ready for our Monday ahead tomorrow. Take a look at Futurecast. We can still see those mostly clear conditions all across North Mississippi, but that cloud cover becoming a little bit more prominent as compared to our Saturday and Sunday today. That's going to continue to be the story as this cold front continues digging down further into North Mississippi, shifting that wind direction from the south and now coming out of the north. And that's what's going to make us feel a lot better as we go throughout the start of our work week starting tomorrow. Take a look at our low temperatures all across North Mississippi. The further north you go, more time for that cold front to already pass through your area. Low 50s, 51 out there in Corinth. Holly Springs, 50 out there in South Haven, 52 in Tunica. Further south you go, especially down to the Golden Triangle region, a little bit warmer, 61 in Columbus and Starkville, Louisville and Macon, 59 in Amory and Eupora, Greenwood, and 61 out there in Belzona. So kind of a 10-degree temperature range, but still a nice start to our Monday morning before we get ready for the work week. With it being Monday morning, got to put in that school day planner to make sure the kids and all you guys know what to expect as you go about the work day tomorrow. Starting off in the upper 50s with our lows, working our way up towards the low 60s by lunchtime. But by those afternoon hours, kids are going to definitely want to enjoy some time outside, kind of outside of those classroom walls. It's going to be a beautiful day with those mostly sunny skies above. So let's come back to Futurecast to talk about your Monday. Still seeing those mostly clear skies. You're seeing a little bit more white on these models as compared to what we've seen this weekend, just showing it's going to be a little bit cloudy compared to your Saturday and Sunday, but still I expect these to be very thin, wispy, high up in the sky, not going to provide much meaningful shade or cloud cover as we go about our day. But that cold front continues moving on out of our area, bringing in some of that cloud cover with it, but by 12 o'clock still staying dry with that northerly wind affecting us here in North Mississippi. And as we continue into the afternoon hours, that cloud cover starts to break just a little bit more as we get ready for those dinner time hours. But the main story is we are staying dry all day long tomorrow, not really seeing those rain chances. I know during the 6 o'clock we saw maybe a few rain chances along the Tennessee state line. You can tell almost a little bubble trying to show itself, but nothing really affecting us here in North Mississippi as we go about our day. High temperatures tomorrow, a lot more bearable as compared to those highs for today. We were in the upper 80s talking about pretty much record-breaking conditions. Now we're a little bit closer towards average. 67 in Holly Springs, Senatobia, South Haven, and Tunica. That's closer to average, a little bit below, which should be around 69 for this time of year. But 75 in Amory and Houston, 76 Starkville, 77 out there in Kosciuszko, and 75 in Belzona as well. Good news is those feels like values are going to feel pretty much identical with those temperatures outdoors. So I know it's the start of the work week tomorrow, but if you have time to get outdoors and take a break from the work day or the school day, get outside. Definitely going to be a beautiful day to do so. Of course, got to go walk the dog. It'll be an amazing forecast tomorrow to do so. Get them out and about, burn some energy off. If you want to start off your day, it's probably the best time to do it with temperatures in the upper 50s, working your way into the low 60s by lunchtime, and then, of course, those low 70s into the afternoon as well. Coming back to Futurecast, switching over to our strike model, you can already tell what I mean by those thin and wispy clouds, kind of already bringing out that cloud cover we saw in the previous model run, switching it to this, and this is kind of a little bit more believable in my opinion and what I'm expecting tomorrow. This is Monday afternoon, evening, starting at 6 o'clock, continuing into the overnight areas, and notice we still continue to remain dry until Tuesday morning. That cloud cover starts to build up, become a lot more prominent, expect mostly cloudy skies, but those rain chances, they're going to start creeping back into the forecast Tuesday morning and try to linger almost all day long. Take a look as we work towards our lunchtime hours, still seeing some of those isolated showers continue to move on through North Mississippi, crossing the Mississippi River from Arkansas, and kind of just linger and bug us as we go about our day. This model trying to show some heavier showers. I think this one is a little bit too confident on these rain chances, but the main story, not expecting any stormy conditions or anything really meaningful move through North Mississippi. This is just going to be that stress-free rainfall, some much needed rainfall here in North Mississippi that we could hope to see verifies just due to how dry we've been. But even by the 8:30 for your Tuesday night, could still see some of those lingering rain showers. And this is going to continue for the rest of your evening and into the early morning hours for your Wednesday. So could argue a few chances of rainfall, but this is overnight, not really bugging any outdoor plans. Most of us are going to be asleep and hopefully even enjoying some rainfall. I know down there in Starkville, I'll hopefully be listening to some rain, falling asleep, and by 1 o'clock, should hopefully be asleep by then, getting ready for the school day tomorrow. But those high temperatures for your Tuesday, honestly, the best we're going to see throughout the entire work week. A lot closer to where we should be for this time of year as far as averages. A few of us even still getting below average. 66 out there in Senatobia and Tunica, 67 South Haven, 70 out there in Cleveland, 76 out there in Kosciuszko, and 73 in Starkville. Much more beautiful day throughout your Tuesday. I think this will be the perfect day to get outside and the coolest day upcoming for this work week. And what's even better, take a look at those feels like values. Almost a majority of us feeling slightly cooler than what those temperatures are reading outdoors, which means we're going to feel even better throughout any outdoor plans or breaks you have throughout the work and school day on your Tuesday afternoon. Take a look at the 7-day forecast. I did decide to put up those rain chances to 30% just due to those models still staying pretty consistent for your Tuesday. Still, not expecting stormy conditions. Just going to be some isolated showers moving on through, but low 70s for your highs Monday. Even better conditions for your Tuesday with some cloudier skies above. Then Wednesday and on, we start warming up pretty quickly into the upper 70s by Wednesday. Clear sunny skies Thursday with highs in the mid 80s. So definitely going to be another toasty day. But I think what we're all looking forward to already is another beautiful weekend here in North Mississippi. Got to get through a work week first before we can enjoy them, but we talked about it last weekend and hopefully seeing another beautiful one that ended up verifying. So hopefully we can see this work out again. I can't wait to spend another weekend with you guys here in the Room to Room Weather Center. But take a look at the QR codes. This is both the iOS and Android QR code to our app that you can just scan. It'll take you immediately to the App Store. We appreciate all the support you have given us and all the feedback as well, because we want to make sure if there's any issues going on with the app, you guys let us know. We'll get that fixed for you guys as soon as possible. And of course, with this being Sunday night, we're going back to that weekday schedule. So our morning meteorologist, Maggie McCauley, will be up and at 'em bright and early with you guys at 6:30, 7, and 7:30 to get you ready before you walk out of the door to start off the work week. And of course, our chief meteorologist, Matt Laubon, and Gabe Maynard will be back tomorrow evening at 5, 6, and 10 to give you the very latest as you get ready for the next work day ahead of you guys as we continue pushing into the work week ahead. But I had a phenomenal weekend with you guys. It was a beautiful first weekend to the start of the spring season. Can't wait to spend another with you guys. So go out, enjoy y'all's work week, and I'll see y'all back here live in the Room to Room Weather Center.
March 24th, 2023 was a normal Friday. You know, we knew the weather was not good, but we needed to take shelter, and we didn't have shelter. My husband and almost 2-year-old daughter, Ethan and Riley, they did lose their lives in the storm. We're still recovering from it. We'll always be recovering from it. Matt LawPon cares about the community. He's not just there to collect a paycheck. I feel like Matt LawPon has proven himself trustworthy.